We better get a move on because we're against the siesta clock. I'll let you put that on the counter unless you want to walk around like that the whole time. We haven't got time for lunch breaks. Lunch breaks is for wimps. So I think we need to have like a half-hour time limit here.
Another cheeky face.
She loves yogurt.
She loves the yogurt.
What have you spotted, Sal?
So I love this little radio.
Oh, that's interesting. Wow, it's big. I'm gonna... Okay, so we're here.
We've got to eat on the go.
We haven't got time for lunch breaks. Lunch breaks is for wimps. So I think we need to have like a half-hour time limit here if we're going to stand any chance of getting into Murcia city centre, do you think?
Yeah, we can do it.
So much to see in here. We've given ourselves half an hour, which is unrealistic. How cute are they? €2. They're in pretty good condition, look. Look at these, look. Cute little mid-century salt and peppers. And the P and the S is universal. So they're €1. We'll have those. What are these good for? The camper van. So we're gradually trying to thrift things for Willie, aren't we? So that's perfect for salt and pepper. Oh, and you've got a little monk and maybe a little nun. They're 50 cents each, so that is a big investment. I don't think we're feeling those. So, well spotted, Terry. That little brass angel for €5. We bought one almost identical from Ture the other day. Piece of Indonesian glass, highly prized. Thinking of Christmassy table displays with lovely candles in. So, oh, that's interesting. Wow, it's big. Is it like a collage? Let me lift it out so we can have a proper look. It's got lots of information about something on the back.
Yeah, it's definitely
collaged and like lots of thick textured paints and cutaways. Fabulous colour.
Words.
Music speaks.
Words fail.
Is it?
Music speaks.
Under.
Look at this, like an angel here.
It's unusual, isn't it? Let's see what it says. There's a lot of info on the back. So we could probably Google translate that. So it's 2020, so it's actually quite new. Maybe it was a lockdown, the 22nd of December 2020. So maybe it was like a lockdown thing. So not actually very old, but very striking, very interesting. Probably have to pop it out of this frame or paint the frame or something. So that's a possible. We like that. And then I've also found some others.
Here's some you pulled out earlier.
Here's some I pulled out earlier. So I thought this was quite a nice image. Very simple. It's on a little canvas as well, so it could pop out of the frame.
What does that say? Brulio?
Brulio. But it was quite a stylish.
Yeah, nice.
Although it's silver, it's obviously period because it's got this kind of fabric in the frame, which you see quite a lot. And obviously the silver goes quite well with the image because it's a cold kind of image. And on the back here you can see they bought the little canvas in Murcia. The level, I often wondered how they did these layered frames, and they literally make the layers. So I thought that was quite nice. That's probably not going to be much money. Let's lay him down. And then how about these? Terry's going to hate these, I just know it.
No.
So this is a little artist. These is brushes. Is he in London or is he in Spain?
Look at his face. We've seen a lot of cheeky little faces today.
We have. Obviously quite old. You can see where it was originally framed in Cartagena. So you've got him. You've got his little girlfriend, who is really cool with the blonde and the orange dress. She's got Bob Dylan on her guitar, look, can you see?
Wow, yeah, that's cool.
So she's really good.
And there's more.
And finally,
who's this?
So he's in Paris. He's got the newspaper, his boots on. There's people fishing. Fish in the river saying. He's singing, look, he's got little musical notes coming out of his mouth. It's obviously cold because he's got his little scarf on. So yeah, I thought they were quite fun too. So we'll have to think what we like.
Well, and they're $1.50 each. I mean, that's so good. They make quite a striking
on a stall. They make, well, as a triptych, would you call them? Possibly, almost. But certainly as a, you put her in the middle like that. So if you just have them all lined up, hung together, they look really quite cool. So kitsch, so period, so 60s. We'll get everything loaded up and get it in the car. The fines bag is coming in useful again. Muchas gracias. Gracias. Can you believe how much artwork we've bought today? It's all been artwork pretty much. So isn't it funny how it goes? So we're going to get this back into the car, and then if I had a watch, I'd be checking it and thinking we need to get into Murcia City to the final stop, which is the same charity as this, but is more like a little boutique. So let's see if we get there in time.
So we got it.
How exciting.
€12. I mean, 12.
Such a special piece because someone's created it. The wind is blowing. So we've got bagfuls of...
It's like 30 degrees plus, and the wind's, the actual breeze is lovely, but it's not the easiest to carry a big painting that's catching the wind, so especially trying to film as well.
So we'll get all this loaded up.
All in, I'll get the aircon on.
I love the little angel, that's my favourite.
I think she goes with the other one. Now we know what the other one will look like if she has a little polish up.
Yeah, I love it.
So we're all parked up, took our life in our hands in central Murcia City.
But it turns out it's €1.50 to park until 2 p.m. and then they give you lunchtime off. So you can go and have a little bit of tapa if you wish. So I'm just having a cheeky little look in the window. Nice little magazine rack. A few little bits and pieces. This is usually a really good stop. So let's see what they've got today. So 1st of July to the 15th of September, clothes 50% off and everything else 20% off. Yeah, it's a shame that's 20. That's a little bit too much for us to then sell it on, but it's in good condition. I think we might even have one similar-ish to that, or we have had in the past. I lose track, so that's a nice one. So what's that, about £16? It's not too bad.
And then it's got some money on.
Oh, minus 20% off. Oh yeah, so it's actually 16. So maybe I'll hold on to it and work out the price. It's too hot to work out reductions. So let's have a look at this. Wow. This is like a gangster chain. Mix of acrylic and metal. €5. It's quite cool. There's all sorts of, the yellow kind of attracted my eye, but there's all sorts of cool stuff. So maybe this is 50% off for jewellery. That looks quite 80s to me, that one.
The colours.
And the shapes. €2.
Good prices.
I'm just holding on to things while I look at them. Just trying to untangle all the jewellery and to see it properly, isn't it? They're nice as well. And with like a little bead in between each one.
That's nice.
Two. I'll put them all on my hand. Oops.
Oh, this one's lovely as well.
Yeah, that might be actual semi-precious, do you think?
Yeah, because it feels glassy. Again, another €2.
Such good value, isn't it? If I put all the possibles on my hand, look, you can see we've got quite a nice selection. I should really just be holding it because this is Terry's department.
He's taken over, Mandy.
I tell you who wasn't happy about me taking over, Stephen Piner.
And Mandy.
Yeah, they're not happy I'm taking your job.
That's interesting. Do you think that's like...
People keep telling me what it is. We said it was
coral, right?
Coral, and it's not. It's called something else. But I can't remember what it is.
Unless it's got the stretchy thing, so it's
Maybe not as desirable.
Look at that, that's interesting.
Mm. What do you think it's made of? Wood?
I think it's wood.
Yeah, interesting.
It almost
4.
looks like a skeleton, doesn't it?
So cool.
Yeah,
Be quite lightweight. What you have to do is take it off. It's like a game. What I'd also spotted was that one at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Not sure what's happened there. It's all. Let me see if I can undo it. It's obviously quite old because the actual fixings are quite old. Look at that. $3.50.
Yeah, that's beautiful actually. The colour. And this contrast with this lovely old gold.
Yeah, really nice.
Very stylish. So
Should we pop that on the hand? Okay, I'll
hand.
just link it up again. So we're going to go with it all?
I think that's really cool. What a great haul. Immediately, just through the door and all of this really eclectic jewellery. All different styles, colours.
Did you see I added the necklace with the leaves on?
Oh no. Oh yeah, that's nice.
It was merely to look at, but I thought it was quite...
Well, it'd be lovely to wear in autumn time in the UK.
Well, we need to keep you with seasonal jewellery, Terry, for the stall, don't we? I'll let you put that on the counter, unless you want to walk around like that the whole time.
Yeah, I'll put it at the counter.
I wonder if they're even like a Bakelite, but they're definitely not teak. Like a slightly marbled acrylic or something. Not bad for €2. We've got some earrings, so then you think, well, if you've got some, do you need a few on a little stand?
Look, aren't they?
Should we add those to the stash?
Add them to the pile.
So I'm spotting a few similar items to last time because the prices are a little bit higher in here. I think we felt certain things were too much money and certain things are still here. So that must be 6 months ago we came down. It's quite cool, this almost like a, well, it looks a little Nordic actually. A little ceramic panel. Looks a bit Viking and a bit...
Very nice.
Oh,
€60. Yes,
my little lady's still there. You still want 20 for her, even though she's so chipped. Poor little lady. She's not going to find a new home at 20. So I forget what this is exactly called. Is it Totona? Totana? Totola? Something like Mexican. He's covering his eyes, I think. He's in perfect condition. With a little hole in his head. He's €4. Do you think he's saleable? He's interesting.
Yeah, I think he could be.
Maybe.
I imagine he put something out of his...
Or like a little, use it like a little bud vase.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
totally through, but maybe you just...
Some little dried flowers or something. She's quite sweet, but for €12, maybe a little expensive for us. So I found this very heavily kind of lava glazed mug with the red inside, €4 I think. And I wondered if it was that Valerie from France. Possibly. It's probably something slightly different. That's a slightly different marking. Is that pretty or not? It's perhaps from the period. I'm not so sure.
I can't really decide. Obviously you'd never use it, but it's nice for putting things in. It's lovely to put like...
There's a pen pot or something, brushes.
Or like wooden spoons in a kitchen. Or, yeah, something more along those lines really, more than a usable piece. But... Would
it sit nicely with all the German pottery we have?
Yeah.
Let's think about it.
4.
Let me hold on to him for a little while. Wow, what an eclectic mixture. Little still life from 1985. This is one of those kind of slightly metallic-y. Oh, that's interesting. Look, it's got a real metallic sheen to it. Can you pick that up on there? €25. It's a bit too much, I think, for us.
Well, that's from the same people.
Well, I suppose it's the same charity, so maybe they've split the donation. These ones we bought earlier. Oh, look.
That's cool. Puerto. I like that.
That's pretty striking. The frame is a little rough in places. So it's about €16 minus the 20%. So it's about like £12.80 or something like that. It's just like no money. It's crazy. Yeah. I think if you cleaned the frame up, touched it in with the same colour paint, you would never think about it.
No.
And because we've got the other one, let's go for it. I'm feeling this mug is going to get pushed out in favour of the Puerto. So I've made an executive decision. We're getting this, and we love the painting anyway, or the print anyway, so we're going to go with both. So we found a few nice paperweights between €4 and €6 before the discount. Amazing colours. I love the orange one particularly.
And I love this one particularly.
So delicate, the way they do that.
That beautiful pale pastel blue.
Beautiful gifts for a guy at Christmas as well. You know, thinking ahead for things like that. This will increase the weight of our hand luggage. This looks like a handmade tray with this kind of period fabric in it, all just stitched on with ribbon. The actual tray itself is quite cool with these kind of tiki handles. I don't know how much that is. Let's see what it looks like on the back.
What do you think they would have used it for? Just laying on a table with breads and...
Maybe. She's quite cool. Is she doing... Oh, she's praying. I thought she was weaving an esparto grass thing. Yeah, because it's got the fabric on. You think it's not ever so practical, but maybe just nice for display. This is quite sweet. Look at the lovely glaze on that one. €5, obviously with a bit of money off. There's 1, 2, 3 pieces of this. Yeah, with the same marking underneath. It's quite interesting. Kind of primitive looking, isn't it?
How much are they?
12, and this is 12 and 12, all 12. I was also quite drawn to these, but got this written on Buxo from Girona, I think they're saying.
Very nice.
Don't like it with the writing on, which is a shame.
No.
And this piece underneath, well, she's €60. I hardly dare pick her up. Is it like bride and groom at the church? Must be something particular to be 60. Let's flip it over. Oh, it's Rosenthal from Germany, funnily enough. So we see quite a bit of that.
It's amazing you can spot the quality.
Yeah. The imagery is really cool. I don't know if it's worth 60.
Old-fashioned, but in a modern...
And he looks a bit like Guy Fawkes. What have you spotted, Sal?
So I love this little radio. I mean, look at the styling of it. Just everything about the design. I love the little texture of this speaker, and then look at this style.
Looks like someone's dropped it, which is such a shame.
Yeah, because it's quite abashed. To me, it reminds me of something that's sat in like a little diner on the back shelf or in a garage somewhere where the guy's been repairing cars. Even the little aerial is cute.
And they're often the things that get snapped off, aren't they? How much do they want for that?
Everything about it is cute. Only €10. It probably works.
Yeah, well, these old ones often do.
Nice.
And look at this little yogurt maker. Look at the illustrations on the packaging.
Another cheeky face.
She loves yogurt. So I thought to myself, is this like a West German piece? But no, it's not. It's by Paolino from Salamanca and Madrid. Do we like that? €18. It's a little more.
It's quite nice, isn't it?
It's obviously just painted, simple painting, painted on design. Whether it's special enough, who knows? Little Picasso advertising an exhibition in Milan by the look of it in 1982. So as well as cool stuff, they also do fridge freezers.
If you so need.
If you so wish. These are cool as well. Look. Well, they could be quite cool. I wonder whether you could just change the paper insert there. As a little tray, they're quite cute for bringing cakes out and things, aren't they?
Yeah.
And not a... Oh, wow. They're €75 each.
They probably are something.
Gosh, you're getting artistic with this film camera work now, Terry. He's like pivoting on a sixpence. Look at this beauty. €60. It's pretty lovely, isn't it? If only we had a cute little niece and nephew that wasn't too old for it, or that would be interested anymore. So, we're heading back to the car, fully laden. Everywhere we've been today, we've picked up all sorts of stuff. So very exciting. I feel a full haul is coming on, but we need a nice cool drink. So how about this? We've walked around the corner and found a little vegetarian cafe that does mainly vegan food. So we've got a lovely roasted vegetable crepe with a gorgeous sesame sauce and nuts. And then we've also got like a timbal of something like couscous. We don't think it is couscous, with vegetables, courgette, and this gorgeous like vibrant pink sauce. That's a lovely drink. We needed some fluids. So we've had a great day thrifting and now it's time for lunch. This is possibly the best bit. Look, chocolate brownie. Look how thick it is. Look. With vegan ice cream, which I think he said was banana and toffee or something. It looks absolutely delicious. Totally not necessary, but
we deserve it.
I've also just looked and I think Terry's got a bigger bit. I need to rectify this. Okay, so the haul now for part 2 of our Murcia thrift adventure. So much stuff, as you will have seen, that we had to split this into 2 videos. So I'm surrounded by all of the amazing finds from those 2 charity shops. I mean, some really cool things. I hope you agree. So first off, I found this cool wicker magazine rack, which I just love. I love the shape of it at the end there, which is a bit like a Spanish Palmera. Just needs chocolate. Maybe we'll dip it into chocolate and it would look even more delicious. So this one was 20 euros, I think, reduced down to 16 with the money off, because that particular store had 20% off all of the kind of accessories and furniture and things, and 50% off all of the jewelry, clothes. So it was an amazing day for us to stumble in there. So this was about £14. So that's not a bad price and it's in perfect condition. So we'll pop that down so we can get to some of the other goodies. So this painting, an original on canvas, just a lovely kind of cool, icy, wintry type image. Some lovely cool colours. We love the way it's been framed as well with this very period frame. Again, we can't find much about this in terms of an artist. I think it's just an interesting piece. The canvas, if I turn it around, I'll show you. So on the back here, you'll see there's a little sticker here, and I think if I just do that, you'll see that was bought in Murcia. So it's perhaps just somebody local who's painted this one. But we were fascinated by the way this is obviously the canvas, and this is the fabric covered part of the frame, and this is the frame. So it's quite an involved process and probably quite an expensive way to frame things up. That's perhaps why you don't see it too often now, and they just have the kind of cardboard mounts. So we love this, and this was €3. I mean, even if you were going to chop it up and burn it on the fire, that's not bad value. But I think for €3, that's definitely going to sell really well at market. So we'll pop that down. I'm not going to go into detail on everything. Terry's going to do a thrift haul for the jewelry, obviously, because that's his speciality. So you'll see we've got a few lovely things here, these lovely glass paperweights, which are just beautiful, which were €4 each, or 6 for the large, again with money off. So I think they would have been even better value, probably about €3 and €5. Love the cute little salt and peppers. Just a few little bits we picked up at that first store, 50 cents, €1. I mean, crazy money. The angel obviously is beautiful. I might show you that in more detail, because we bought one of these the other day in Toure, which I don't know where there she is. I'll get her. Hold on a second. I mean, almost identical. But ours, the first one, was obviously missing this little candle holder, which I don't think matters really, because it's just like a nice little statue. But it shows you we were talking about polishing this one up. And this is kind of what she would look like with a nice polish on. So this one was €5. This one was €1.50. So it shows you how it just depends where you buy these things. But great for a Christmas market. So they'll be going in the bag, heading back to the UK when we go back next week. So that's perfect. So the most exciting finds for me though, this, which we believe is called a crusty cyclops fat lava. It's absolutely covered in this lava glaze to the point where tiny little pieces of it, if I turn it, tiny little pieces like on the handle have come off. It's so thick. It's almost like you'd imagine if you'd covered it in molten honeycomb or something and it had dried. But I love it with the red inside. Obviously, it's a bit strange to actually drink out of it as a cup. So we thought, well, why don't you put brushes in it, pencils in it, that kind of thing. It will sit really well with our West German vases. Just a really cool, quirky thing. I would imagine this might appeal to guys as well because it's quite a masculine kind of look to it with the dark colours and that bright red. But I mean, who knows? So that was €4 with the money, with 20% off. So I mean, crazy. And these pictures by Michelle Thomas, or Michael Thomas, Michelle Thomas, I'm not sure how you would say it. I think Michelle, because I think he's from France. And we managed to pick up these three. Now, I've been researching these, and a set of these very similar. So we had the girl and the one on the left, the little boy on the left, not the little boy on the right. They had a set of three of these on an online marketplace for €135. Now theirs were just regular prints framed in gold. These, as you can see, are like printed on this metallic board and then framed in gold. So it's like double bubble metallic. And these were €150 each. So whatever we sell those for is a great deal for us. But we just thought they were really fun, really quirky. So those are my finds for today. So now let's see what Terry thought of all his lovely jewellery.
So hello everybody, here I am again. And we had some really great finds for jewellery. Again, Tom keeps muscling in on the jewellery, but because I'm behind the camera, I can't always sort of just get in and rummage about. So this is what we found. We found loads of things all in the same store, as you will have seen. It was great because they had the sale on the jewellery. The jewellery was all 50% off, which was crazy because they're already mostly €2 to €5. So I think my favourite is this one. It's like a short choker length of necklace. It was originally €350, so it had 50% off of that. It's got these lovely clasps, and so it's got a bit of age to it. And when you see it actually on, it has that lovely shape that just sits totally the wrong colours for this shirt and outfit, but you can see the gist of it. So yeah, that's really nice. So that's my favourite. Even just little things like on the end of the chain that would hang down the back of the neck, it's got just a little bead on the end, which I think is just all those little touches that just make it really. So that's really nice. Slightly Egyptian looking, I think. Then this one, lovely colour, matches with that one. Just beads. These have been really popular at the markets. We found these have sold so easily. €2. Really nice colour. Great length, very light. We're into that now. And again, it's all strung nicely. So that's a good thing. We don't tend to buy the stretchy beads on sort of elastic because eventually they do sometimes just snap and you lose all of the beads. So this one, slightly unusual, definitely 80s with this grey, sort of red, and then in these shapes. It just screams 80s all over it. So again, I think was this one €2. So this was like €1. It's like 80 pence. So that's crazy. Again, it would really look really good on someone who loves wearing all that sort of retro clothing, any sort of cool outfit. And this one we've been looking at, we don't think it could be ambers and things, but it's definitely more glass than it is sort of plastic. But there's no bits inside that we can see. There are dark pieces, but they're so small, the little sort of chunks. So yeah, but that was great. And again, even as a decorative necklace, €1. So again, 80 pence. Now this was Tom's find, which I think is, it's really cool actually. I did notice a certain celebrity wearing something very similar. It was the same design actually. All these chain links, same size. I think hers was all diamonds, but if only we'd found that for €5, 50% off. But just the style of it, and it's sort of a little bit Chanel-y, on a budget, of course, and just a nice piece. So that was Tom's find. Again, it's just got lovely chains and everything. That is quite heavy, so I think it will take the right person. Someone's going to lift that up and say,
And they're going to say, I pity the fool.
Yeah. They might even put it onto their dog. It'd be a good bulldog chain.
A good dog collar.
So yeah, that's great. Tom also snuck this into the haul, this lovely leaf one. I didn't even see this one, so that's great. These really autumnal colours, it's lovely, very light, and even the little clasp on this is really sweet. It's quite delicate, this one. So yeah, you can imagine that for a nice autumnal outfit. And then the last one, this really interesting wooden, they're all like little sections. It reminds me of like a skeleton. €4, just a really cool thing again. Great piece. I mean, there's such good prices for jewelry here in Spain. And we just never seem to find this variety of jewelry in the UK. I don't know why. Maybe it's the sunshine is conducive to wearing all these fabulous necklaces with summer dresses. This little ring we bought, a little random, but it's definitely got some age to it. It's got this lovely orangey colour, slightly faded or just all different tones. And I thought, well, it fits onto my little finger, so I think it will fit a nice, delicate,
gorgeous
hand.
Gorgeous.
Of course. So that's that. And then the last thing in the jewellery are these really cool little earrings. Well, quite big earrings, very light. This might tend to sort of model the jewellery. So yeah, these are really cool. We don't know what they're made of. I thought they were teak to start with, but it turned out no. They're definitely a type of acrylic plastic, but they're just really nice. They'd look really nice with a sort of a nice outfit. I can see people wearing those, so we got those as well. What were these? Were these €1, €2? Wow, just nothing really. And then there's one more thing, because Tom forgot to do the haul for this particular piece of art. So it was sat at the front of the table, and we didn't notice it, but we got this at that particular thrift store. It's the same company, so they obviously shared the pieces. And this one is much rougher. The frame is quite damaged. It needs lots of work to it, but I can sort of work on that and sort of bring it back to life. Because the actual frame is a nice quality, it's lovely. I actually like this colour, so I'm hoping I can just either distress it and then just sort of match it up a little bit. The subject is lovely, all these colours together, the pinks, the purples, and these lovely blues with the blue sky. Seeing all the sails from the marina, because this is the Puerta, so the port. And we thought that was a really good buy. €20, 30% off. Don't ask me with the maths, because I'm terrible with maths. Was it something like €18? I'll ask my calculator.
€20 with 20% off is 16.
Oh, 16. See, I told you maths is not my subject. So yes, and then taking it down into pounds. But we're going to keep these ones again. It's going to add to our collection that we found on our thrift day. So yeah, we're really pleased with those. These are my favourite for us to keep. We've got so many things that we normally keep. Things from a couple of weeks ago we found here are not going to go for sale. Some West German pieces, and we don't think we are going to do a tour of our thrifted house here in Spain. So that's going to come up next week. We've had lots of people asking about it, so we thought, well, we'll do it. It's a little bit exposing, but yeah, we'll do it. We'll bring you in and show you what hasn't made it back out for the market. So we'll see you soon. And if you've loved this video and you'd like to see more, check out over here. Oh, this way. I'm not used to this bit. Check out this way. And
we can do it either way.
Yeah.
Both ways.
So we're going to check out this way this time. And also don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
Bye.